B promotion. Just want to say what's up to everybody who's checking in to this video. We're gonna get right to it. Breaking news: shooting over a parking spot in the Bronx. You heard? So let's get it in. Let's go. AB promotion. We back at it. We're gonna let Mr. Maurice Dubois tell us a story about this shooting over a parking spot in the Bronx. Yo, it's wild out here, but we're gonna let him do his thing right now. Check it out.
Police say a shootout in Crotona Park in the Bronx was all over a parking spot, and it sent 2 people to the hospital. Neighbors say they heard at least 6 gunshots. John Diaz spoke with people who live in the community.
You consider yourself lucky?
Blessed. Thank God.
You can see in this interview right through Ronaldo Douglas's passenger car window after he says it was shot out in a violent argument between 2 men Thursday morning around 9 in his Crotona Park neighborhood. It happened while he was sitting inside his car. Just narrowly missed getting hit by a bullet.
Oh yes. If the bullet had hit you, that would have been it.
Just as alternate side parking took effect on Bryant Avenue by Jennings Street, police say 2 men got into an argument over a parking spot. That's when detectives say 1 man pulled out a gun and the second also pulled out a firearm. And 1 man, a 66-year-old, was taken to the hospital with serious injuries.
So this is really wild. Like both of them had heat on them. You know what I'm saying? Like over a parking spot. So right now, you know, if you're like an out of town or something like that, you traveling through New York City, you have to expect that people are carrying. Like even though the New York tri-state area, you're not supposed to carry. You know, you got to have a carry permit, and which of those are like hard to attain. Like they make you go through so much hoops just to get the carry permit that most likely if somebody's carrying on their person is illegal, right? But they, you know, people are carrying anyway. Like that's what's going on. You know what I mean? But it's crazy. They both whipped out over a parking spot. And then that's another thing about New York City, right? Parking is a premium, man. It's like you gotta kind of have like a garage. If you don't have a garage, you're just gonna be circling the block looking for parking all day until somebody pull out. And you know, unfortunately, things like this happen. Like I don't know, but apparently they both needed that parking spot and was willing to take life and limb. You know what I mean, for it. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna keep it rocking.
After detectives say he was shot 3 times in his torso.
Everyone around in the neighborhood were just like, they were just scared. They were frightened. They couldn't believe that it was happening in broad daylight.
Cell phone video shows one of the guns at the scene. Many neighbors didn't want to talk on camera, but said this behavior is reckless.
Take a
That gun looks small to me. I don't know. I mean, it is on video, but it looked like a 380, so I don't know. There it go right there. I don't know. Does that look like that? Don't even look like a 9. That look like a could be even. It could even be a 22. But yeah, somebody dropped their gun.
One of the guns at the scene. Many neighbors didn't want to talk on camera, but said this behavior is reckless.
Take a violent turn to just shoot someone for a small, tiny parking spot.
Yeah,
it's just ridiculous.
Jerome Williams says he can't believe how violent people could get.
I think that in this day and age, we have more bigger problems than people fighting over a parking spot.
Police tell us that second victim was just an innocent bystander walking on the sidewalk when she was shot.
Bro, you ain't got no car to be talking about better things to be fighting over. Like, bro, apparently they felt as though they had to whip out for that for that parking spot. You know, it is what it is.
Police say the 48-year-old woman was shot in her ankle and rushed to the hospital in stable condition. From the Crotona Park section of the Bronx, John Diaz, CBS News, New York.
And tonight, police are still searching for that suspect. Police say a shootout.
So apparently the other person got away, I guess. Yeah, that's wild. This is, that's just crazy. Over a parking spot, man. You know what I mean? Like, what's going on? You know what I mean? Is it that serious? Really though. All right, we're gonna check out this. This New York Post article and video. If they're, I'm not subscribed to the New York Post. So I'm not sure if they're gonna let me play this, but let's see what happened. Let's go.
Posts were out here on the sidewalks today talking to New Yorkers about crime in the city.
It's terrible. Can't go in the train in the morning without some disgruntled person bothering you or somebody acting crazy. The city needs a lot of help.
Because I've had somebody come up to me.
All right, I'll let that rock. They're not talking about the specific incident that I was just talking about as far as the shooting over the parking spot, but we'll listen to their insight about crime in New York City right now.
One time and they just started threatening me and then they pulled a knife out on me, and yeah, it's really scary. Like for me as a guy, like I can't imagine for a lady.
Bro, it's really scary. Yo, you know what? Let me leave that alone. Let's see what the sister got to say.
Definitely feel like it has increased. Like, I carry pepper spray in my bag just in case because you just never know.
Exactly.
I feel like that's what makes us New Yorkers. Like, we're tough. We're built for the city. You know what I mean?
Ready.
Tourists, on the other hand, they might not be used to this.
In New York, we're so numb to the things.
Yo, old boy is ready. Like, yeah, this is what you gotta expect this. You know what I mean? Like, you like, yo. Hold on. He's going.
Workers, like, we're tough. We're built for the city.
You
know what I mean?
Nigga.
Tourists, on the other hand, they might not be used to this.
In New York, we're so numb to the things that are going on now because it's happening so frequently. That's why a lot of people have the perception that New Yorkers are so hard or cold-blooded, is that we're so used to seeing the same things every day.
Almost once a week, we get the public safety announcements of there's been a crime around your area, involving a student.
How does that make you feel?
Scared and anxious to go outside alone.
I feel incredibly safe here.
Can you elaborate on that? What makes you feel safe?
There's somebody around all the time if I need help.
I know some of my colleagues don't feel safe. They live in other areas. They don't even come down to the city unless it is for work.
New York City to me has.
I'm gonna try to pick up where I left off. If there's a jump cut, I apologize for that, but we're gonna keep it moving. Okay, let's go. AP Promotions.
It's for work.
New York City to me has always felt like a place where bad things could happen, but if you're kind of savvy, like they say, keep your head on a swivel, you could be okay.
I know there was a trend for a while where I saw everyone posting oh my god, I just got punched in the face. It happened to my uncle. He was walking with my aunt. Some guy just randomly walked up to him and rocked him in the face. It's terrifying.
I guess. Okay. All right. I guess that's the end of that. I think this. I think they. Gun-toting New York City road ragers get into shootout over parking spot, wounding innocent woman. Okay, yeah. I guess there's a little article on it also, so we could get into that. All right. We're gonna keep it rocking. All right. AP Promotions. Okay, two gun-wielding road ragers traded shots in a fight over gunshots in a fight over a Bronx parking spot on Thursday, wounding a female bystander and leaving one of the gunmen fighting for his life. I need to put my glasses on. I can't see. Cops and sources said the violence erupted when a 66-year-old man whipped out a gun during an argument over a spot before his rival blasted him multiple times in the chest near a 66-year-old man. Wow. I mean, okay. I mean, it's crazy. All right. So, before his rival blasted him multiple times in his chest near Bryant Avenue and Jennings Street in Crotona Park East, around 9 a.m. according to sources and cops. All right. So, I guess this is the block right here that they're showing. Okay. A 48-year-old woman whom police described as an unintended target was grazed in the ankle during the chaos. So apparently he wasn't using both hands when he was shooting, and what happens is that the recoil, when you fire a firearm, when you shoot a firearm, you know, the bullet is liable to go anywhere. Like, it's not gonna go where you're actually pointing, especially if you're using one hand. You know what I'm saying? That's why they want you to hold. They ask you to use both hands when you're shooting, so you could be accurate. You know what I mean? So okay. The wounded sexagenarian was rushed by medics to St. Barnabas Hospital in critical condition, while the woman was in stable condition, according to cops. All right, so it's unclear if he was wounded. The mayhem comes as shooting incidents surged by 12.5% in the 42nd precinct compared to the same time period last year, with 27 shootings recorded through September 1st, according to the NYPD data. And they got their little statistics here. But yeah, I just thought that was a crazy incident. So apparently the old man pulled out first, and then the other person just pulled out and just shot. And you know, look, it's not that serious when you know what I mean, especially over a parking spot. It's really not that serious. You know what I'm saying? Look, if you're pulling out a firearm, you need to be pulling it out for, you know, self-protection. You know what I'm saying? Like, that should be the only reason why you really pulling out the firearm. Truth be told, if the old man didn't pull out his firearm, he'd probably be all right. It's just a parking spot. You feel me? Hopefully the old man pulls through. The elderly man pulls through. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to lose your life over a parking spot. Anyway, we're gonna end this stream, and I'll get up with you guys later. All right, we're gonna keep it rocking. You know, it's me, AB Promotions, Gunshot, and I'll get up with y'all next time. Later. AB Promotions.